really remember we had a meeting where they said, oh, the university, with possibility we're going to close. And I just thought that never happened. So it was just a massive shock when, we just went into lockdown, as it was for everybody.
We sort of had to adapt the way we were working in the final days before we actually went to lockdown. So the Laidlaw became the hub for items being collected. All the items on the whole shelves, for example, that were waiting for customers, we moved down to the Laidlaw. It was a logistical mountain to climb because we were getting huge numbers of emails with items at every single site. But we managed really well, and we were retrieving all the items and getting them made available for staff and students. And I know it was really well received. We got some absolutely amazing feedback from really relieved staff and students.
Special collections, by its very nature, is very hard copy. It's archive material, manuscripts, art, objects, early editions, old material. We weren't allowed to just, stick it in the car and bring it home with us. So it was all on site under lock and key. And we had to quickly figure out, well, hold on, what do we do if we can't actually physically get to the material?
We had been delivering, so we deliver face-to-face workshops, but we'd also for a number of years delivered online webinars. So we were quite used to teaching online for at least part of the time. And so that very quick, moving our whole workshop program just online didn't seem quite as daunting. It was a little bit daunting because we were just so used to at least teaching some of this stuff, or a lot of this stuff face to face.
How are we going to help the teaching, the academics, the tutors once the new semester starts, the new academic year starts? They are used to coming into special collections with their students and showing them the items, showing them the books and the material. So what we did is we actually contacted every academic who had used us in semester one teaching previously, provided them with a list of what they'd actually used in their teaching session, and asked them, how can we support you? Would you like digital copies of this? Would you like this done as a virtual session? We were having these conversations in May and June in order to prepare for, as soon as we can get back on site, we're going to have to find the material, retrieve it, and start the digitization process.
But I know from feedback that we've had that the students have been incredibly pleased to be able to still come along to workshops. And I think they found us still being able to offer one-to-ones as well. I know that students sometimes have come to one-to-ones and they just really want to talk through things. It can be really lonely working from home. So I think they found it really valuable to be able to access that kind of help and support still.
We publicised the publishers' free resources through the library's blog. There was, over the months leading up to the exams at the end of May, start of June, there was a number of new publishers' collections we added. We talked to a lot of publishers and got trials set up to new content. And we did our best to find alternatives for the students to content that was no longer available to them in the physical form.
And then the other thing that we've been doing is really looking at other options to source e-resources, because e-books are not necessarily available for every item that exists. So we've gone down the route of looking at e-textbooks, which is something we would never have considered prior to this situation cropping up this year. It's not an ideal solution for us, and it's quite a long-winded process as well. But on the plus side, we have managed to create a lot of reading lists and provide a lot of resource for tutors and students alike. And again, another plus I think that's come out of this is that it's been much more of a kind of a two-way proactive relationship that we've had with the tutors and academics this year. Normally we're quite reactive. We're a back office part of the library, so we're not customer facing. And all our communications tend to be via email. And they still are, but there's been a lot more kind of input and longer term conversations going on with the academic community, which has been really fruitful, I think. So I think for us, one of the big pluses that will have come out of this is we've probably got much better relationships than we had before with the academic community, and that it can only be a good thing, can't it?
The reopening plan was really interesting to be a part of that, to work with health and safety and facilities and really think about what can we safely offer, and what are our students and our the staff and the academics, the researchers really need as a priority. We can't just open everything and as if we just shut yesterday. We had to really think about new services that we could offer.
It's just great to get to see people. I guess as customer services, that's one of the things we generally, we love to do. We all enjoy dealing with people, and the fact that they're able to come back in and have somewhere that's really conducive to study. The service keeps adapting as well. So obviously we're doing the click and collect service, which has proven incredibly popular with the students. We've also now got study space open across all the libraries. We can post items out to students if, for example, they're self-isolating or can't get onto campus. We're offering that service for them now. So we're constantly looking to improve and increase the service that we're able to offer.
So we started offering virtual consultations. So that allows an individual researcher to book time with a member of staff via Teams or Zoom, where we will show them a live video of the material. We'll turn the pages or turn it around so they can see the binding. They can ask us questions or ask us to zoom in, and we'll be doing these for them so they can get a real, almost as close as possible to handling the material themselves without being on site.
So hopefully on the other side of lockdown, when we make it there, and we're really looking forward to being back on campus and being able to see our students face to face. But we would really like to take forward some of the really valuable things that we've learned through lockdown. So things like offering really like a really flexible approach to teaching. So making sure that we continue to offer a really broad range of workshops, both face-to-face and online. And also offering, more flexibility with our academic staff as well. So, a mix of providing students with more like blended learning, so asynchronous activities, along with things that they then can attend live as well, and working with academics to see, what would fit best